Glenmore in itself is one of the areas that has the highest level, altitude-wise, of Scots pine within Scotland. Within Glenmore, they are an essential part of that whole community of the Cairngorm Park.
Up here, the climate goes from temperate to Arctic within a few thousand feet. And so that people can get up close to the montane scrub, which grows high up in the Cairngorms here, they've created this garden. Now, this is a lovely little specimen, Billy. What have we got here?
What we have here is a dwarf juniper, Juniperus communis nana for its proper Latin name. It's the dwarf version of the common juniper that you see lower down the hills that people use to flavour their gin or to make sauces for meat, etc. This particular plant can be distinguished between the common form by giving it the pat test, where you can very gently press it, and if it sticks into your hand, then it's the common version. If it doesn't stick into your hand, it's the dwarf nana version of the juniper.
I guess a lot of these plants are small and low, just purely due to the climatic conditions on the tops there.
It is, it's to do with the climate, but also this particular dwarf plant has slightly shorter and fatter needles, and the needles are very slightly curved, so that whenever you then put your hand on top, the needles aren't then sticking into you.
And it's these skills which make a collaborative approach between volunteer groups more effective.
So what we've tried to do is just focus entirely on mountain plants found in the Cairngorm Mountains, and it means that everything's in close vicinity to the car park, and it's good for groups and hill walkers who want to get into a bit more deeper into mountain plants and learn a little bit more about them. We have a lot of scrub natural regeneration on the mountain. We've tried to kick-start this with projects involving local communities and wider school groups. So what the idea behind that is we give every child in the primary school age up and down the valley here a chance to grow on a tree and then take it up in the autumn and plant it out, so they get a feeling of ownership and it connects them to the mountain.
We couldn't do the work without the volunteers. At Cairngorm and at Glenmore, they are an essential part of the project.
As the groundswell of public opinion grows and positive intervention takes place on our hillsides, the benefits to the wider ecosystem are now being recorded over the entire country.
And we've come here to show our volunteers these rare species like Salix lanata, woolly willow, which very rare species. It's confined to 13 sites in Scotland.
Hiya, Martin.
Hi, Billy.
We are issued with a plant identification sheet, and we take it up into the hills and we record the altitude and location using GPS, and then we make a note of the characteristics of the plant we're looking at and its general position.
Martin, I can hear Les shouting. Has he found something?
Yes, he's shouting that he's found some lanata.
Oh, he's found some lanata.
I think that's what he's saying, yes.
Excellent, Martin. Thanks for that.
The easiest way of using the GPS is to simply mark a position, and the GPS records a number to it, and it starts with 1 and just moves up. So into the voice recorder, I'll say mark number 1 is a Salix laponum, and then mark number 2 would be the alpine sawwort, for instance. And then when I get home, I can relate each GPS reading, write it up with the plant that was there and the photographs I've been taking as well.
To achieve the wider regeneration of montane scrub is going to take time and the cooperation of those who manage the countryside. This is likely as new integrated approaches are introduced and implemented in the future.